morning, everybody. I'm Sylvia, the Crafty Old Lady. I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. And today I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the rest of my book pages. So I have some envelopes cut out here, or well, folded here. And I am going to cut this out right here a little bit. And that'll be one envelope. And then I have another envelope. I have a policy envelope or a coin envelope started up here, and then I have two pockets that I'm going to put in, and then I'm not sure, I was going to make an envelope out of this. I changed my mind. I'm probably going to end up just cutting the words and pictures out, so I'm going to put that aside. I may end up putting this in the journal as a page. I might tip it in because then I can just turn it and I'm not taking up the page, taking up another page by gluing it onto it. And then I cut out some little things here that I can use. I probably won't use these two in this book, but I can use these as journaling cards. And I think that's it. So what I can do is show you, you just take your page, you fold it up, you fold it down, you can glue it or you can sew it. Now I'm also going to cut this little bit out here, and I want to make sure I'm covering it though. Yeah, okay. You want the flip down to cover your little indent that you make, at least I do. Okay, so we've got that. Alright, I'm going to erase my pencil marks. And I'm just going to go over to my sewing machine and sew up, wrong way. I'm going to sew up just like this all the way around. I guess I probably will do it on the bottom too. Before I do that though, I want to round my corners and try to remember to stay on camera. It's still cold here in upstate New York, and it's not going to get any nicer out for the next few days. Oh, I did a zigzag stitch with orange thread, and the other side is tan because that was my bobbin thread, and it kept breaking. The orange thread kept breaking, so but I finally got that one made. I'm probably going to ink around the edges too. Of course, I missed inking around this. I might try anyway, but for this one I think I'm just going to do a straight stitch up and down the sides, but I am also going to around the corners, and I think I'll ink this part. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to cut out because I don't want to cut out the firefly, but up here we call them lightning bugs. This is what this one looks like. I'm going to tuck something in there. Of course this side is going to be upside down, and that's such a cute side too. I may end up putting these envelopes in pockets, so we'll see. And now the last one was this policy envelope. Now I have folded it, if you can see. You fold it over to about, you have a ½ an inch on the side, and then you fold that. You fold the top down as far as you want and the bottom up as far as you want. I didn't want to cut off her face, so normally I would make this top flap bigger than this flap, but it's going to be the same this time. I could make this one smaller, but I made this one first, so I can't make it smaller now, or you'll have a crease across the bottom, which is not that big of a deal either. But anyway, what we are going to do is we're going to kind of cut this part out and cut that as an angle, and we're going to cut this part as an angle, and we're going to cut here at an angle, just a little bit above the crease. You want to cut straight across. Okay, and the same at the top. We're going to cut this at an angle here and go straight across the top. Now, what I usually do is make a little indent here. I think I can right here without messing her face up, but this is going to mess her face up. So I don't know if I like that. I think I'm actually just going to have an open policy envelope and have the bottom. Yeah, I'm not going to have this one. You can keep this up if you want, and then it would look like this. You could also keep this out like that. I usually keep it out, but I think in this case I'm going to tuck it in. I also usually keep the bottom up, out, the bottom flap out, but I think I'm going to actually tuck that one in too. Because, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I think it would look, doesn't look that weird up like that. But anyway, I'm going to cut this part off because that's a cute page too. That's the problem with little golden books. The pages are all just too cute and you don't know which ones. You don't really want to cover up any of them actually. So I'm going to take my circle punch right here and I'm going to punch out a little half circle or a quarter circle, and that's going to be it. I do think I'm going to ink the edges and then we will put it together. This is going to be, I probably already said it, put together with glue. I do feel like I need to, there's a little piece right here that I want to just cut off there. I think that's good. So let's do our gluing. I'm going to just try using my glue stick. So we're going to just put glue along here. Close the flap, or close the front onto the flap, because that was the flap. We'll put glue on the bottom flap. And I'm going to have to wipe my workspace up here. Should have got a paper. And there. I should have, oh actually I didn't ink up this flap, and I want to do that. Okay, there we go. So there's our policy envelope. And you can make those as big or as short, as tall or as short as you want. And next I will be putting my pockets on some cardstock so that they are sturdy enough to withstand things being pulled in and out of the pockets. I'm going to put some cardstock on the back of these so they can be sturdy little journaling cards, and we will get to that in a sec. Alright, so for my cardstock I'm just using an old file folder, and I'm going to glue these onto it, and then I am going to sew around the edges. So I want to just, you know, you're not going to see the back because these are pockets. And you could sew them directly to the page if you do it before you put your signatures in, which I sometimes do, but usually I forget. Or I don't decorate my pages beforehand like some people do. And so I don't think about like where I'm going to put my pockets and stuff before I put my pages in, but I should start because they look really pretty when they're sewn right onto the page. Oops. We'll put this one up here. I'm going to cut them out offline and off camera, and sew them off camera, and then we'll figure out what pages we want to put them on. We're going to figure out where we want to put our pockets and envelopes. One envelope is going to be glued to a page. I also did make these little journaling cards. Where's the other one? I already lost one. There was a tiny one somewhere around here. I'll find it eventually, but I didn't sew around the journaling cards. You can do that, though. All right, so we've got our pockets. That's so weird how I lost that one. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, let's figure out where we want the first pocket to go. I kind of regret that I forgot to use book pages in my first signature. It's kind of annoying. Do we want to put it in the middle? That's kind of cute. I do think I want it on this page, or this page. Actually, it kind of goes with this page, too. I'm not sure which page I like it better. Maybe I'll put... This one is going to be in a pocket, though, because I want to see both sides. So, maybe that one could go there. What about the envelope? This is the envelope I'm sewing down, or I'm gluing down, and it's exactly the width of a page. Yeah, let's see. I do kind of... This one's cute, too. Maybe I'll do this one. I kind of like this one. So let's get our fabric tack out. I'm trying to use the last little bit in here. Hopefully it'll come out. This one into the new bottle. It's easier. I like to get the glue on the stitching, and then we just glue it down. Okay, that's cute. Oops, naturally I've got glue everywhere, seeping out. Oops. We need to keep this down a little bit so it sticks. And then we'll just do this. After it dries, that'll go in there with a tag, and we'll make a tag, too. Okay, we need to let that dry and figure out where we're going to glue the next pocket. We could put it on a small one. I think we'll do that, but not right next to that one, though. Let's see. How about this one? That kind of looks good. How's this page doing? Oh, I got it wet. I shouldn't have done that with the glue. I got it wet with my baby wipe. I should have known better. Oh, well. It's just a little wrinkled. So this one's going to go on here. Let's see if we can do it without making a giant mess. Make sure I don't glue the wrong side. Okay, so that one's going to go right here. And it would be easier to put these pockets on before you actually put your signature in, because it's hard to get in this side to get it to stick down. So you almost need to put like something heavy on it for a few minutes. Let's see how the other one's doing. That one's doing good. That one we are going to need to leave for a little while, so I will be back in a few minutes. Oh, where's my journaling card? I lost both of them now. This one can go in here, just like that. That'd be cute. We can leave the little fox sticking out. So that's what's going to go in this one. Okay. We'll be back. My tag, it's going to kind of go in like that, but I am going to put tabs at the top, and I'm wondering if I want to ink the edges in pink. I think I do. I think this is just not the style of paper to be inked in brown, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and ink it in pink. Don't see it on some of it. You're not going to see it at the top either, but I just feel like I need to finish it up a little bit, finish it off somehow, so you can see it a little bit. Put some more down here. There. Okay, let's get the topper on, and we'll put this in the envelope. So for this, I think I'm going to use my glue stick. And I want to make sure I don't cover up any of the flowers. There. I'm going to need to move it over a little bit. It's not quite straight, but come on, come on. Let's move you over a little bit. There. There we go. Now we'll get the other side. Oops, big glob of glue there. And there we have it. Let that dry for a minute. And that will go. This is a little bracelet my one daughter made for Bethany. She wants to keep it here, though, for some reason. I was thinking about putting a flower on here, or two. I think I will, actually. That's cute. They just fell out with my tabs. I must have been storing them in there with my tabs. Oops, come on, go down. Doing my laundry. Like, you know, I used to have all those kids. Well, we never had more than 7 living at home at the same time, but sometimes I had 2 in diapers, and I used cloth diapers, so if I didn't do laundry, like 3 loads of laundry every single day, it would get overwhelming. What if I do this in pink? And it's hard for me, even after, you know, they haven't been grown and gone, most of them, for a long time. I still feel like I got to do laundry every day, and it's kind of driving me nuts. I try very hard not to do it every day. Okay, it's hard for me to look at any kind of laundry in the laundry basket, or the hamper. Let's go back to our, oh, we turned right to the page. So that's, oh no, forgot, it's going in here. There we go. So that's going in there, just like that. I think, what if I make this a tuck spot? I could do that. I don't know. So we got this one in here. And I'm thinking about my other envelopes. I saw these cards, and I'm wondering if, I don't think any of them are actually going to fit. Yeah, they're not going to fit. So I got to figure out what I'm going to put in these envelopes. I do want to glue this one down. I don't really want to cover a whole page. Maybe I could put it on the white page, but not next to what's already there, you know what I mean? Let's see, like this is too small. All of the short pages are too small. Oh, I did put that in here. I thought it was colorful enough and to fit in with this one. So the only pages it would work on would be one that's already near another book page type thing. The longer sides are all on this side, I guess. I guess we could just go ahead and put it here. Why not? Let's put some fabric tack on it. The other one I'm probably going to clip to a page because it's going to be too big to go in a pocket and it would have to go in sideways. That's another thing, too, to think about is the sizes compared to your pages, which I didn't really do. Get all this glue on here. Okay, so that's going right here. Oh, you don't see it. I am sorry if I messed up showing you that before, but this is where it's going. It's going on this little page right here. I guess I will be clipping this on somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. We could do it like this. That might work, something like that. Then this is upside down though. That's all right. We could even clip it on a shorter page. I don't know, because this is the side we want to see though. I made this little journaling card ages ago. I have a whole bunch of these, and it fits perfectly in this little envelope, so that's going to go in there. And then the other envelope, I'm going to just clip to this page back here, and inside it is another one of the journaling cards that I made a while ago, Red-Tailed Hawk. So that's going to just be clipped onto this page like this. And for this one, I got a glassine envelope for that little journaling card. And I think I'm going to glue it on like this with some double-sided tape. And I think that is the end of this episode. So I hope you enjoyed using book pages to decorate your book, to decorate your junk journal. And I hope you gave, well, I probably didn't give you any ideas that you haven't seen already on other channels, that's for sure, but maybe you got a new idea. I hope so. And then this is all I have left. These 2 pages, that's what they look like on the other side. And this little guy and this fish, which I can use in collages. I'm still on the fence about if I'm going to put this in here like that, and I'm definitely going to cut these out, but I may not. Maybe I'll decorate something in the book with them, but for now I'm going to call this done. We're done using the book pages, just in case I don't do anything else. If I do, I'll give an update. So this is going to go right here. And that's it. So we have this page, and we have this page with our envelope clipped to it. And we have this pocket with this tag inside. And we have this envelope. I can see this is going to be an issue here. So it doesn't seem to matter how many times I try to push it down before I close the book, it's still getting bent, and so that's in there. And I think that was all we did, right? I think so. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Stay tuned for updates. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.